everybody, welcome back to Crash Play Gaming. I am your host Crash, and we had a poll last week to see what deck you guys wanted me to feature, and the unanimous decision was Palafin, and unfortunately, Palafin just isn't as good as everybody hyped it up to be. I don't think it's that good at all. I don't even think we should be playing Palafin. It needs something. I don't know. Maybe I just can't build the deck right. It doesn't have a lot of legs to keep it through going, and it was really tough to pilot this deck and figure out a way to make it work. So in this video, we're going to see a lot of ways that Palafin is not so good, and we see that it can set up, but it just has a hard time finishing up the games. So maybe you guys can modify the deck or do something about it, but not to say the least, everybody will get to see the Palafin deck in action. So let's go ahead and get to the Pokemon question of the day. Okay, we get to do the Pokemon question of the day. Let's go over last video's question. There's only one Terra EX Pokemon that is a Dragon type, and if you're like the commenters that have guessed this question, you went ahead and guessed Dragonite EX. So I believe that gives a few people some points. I'll have to go back and see who got all the points and keep track of those, so don't worry. I'll be doing that a little out of my rhythm. Haven't been posting as often. You know, life happens. Sometimes I'm going to be a little behind, and that's okay. But we're going to continue chugging away here and just kind of keep going. So hey, also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoy the content and like the video, we're on the road to 500. So I would appreciate it if you went ahead and did so. But this video's question, what everybody is waiting for, is which VMAX Pokemon does more damage based on how much the opposing Pokemon has and its retreat cost? I'm looking for the Pokemon card here. Which VMAX Pokemon does more damage based on the opponent's Pokemon's retreat cost? Go ahead and put your answer in the comment section down below, and remember, all you have to do is get the answer correct to earn a point, and the first person to 3 points will get themselves the first place prize, and the second person gets the second place prize. And as I say before, the more participation, the more places that I can give prizes out will be handled. So with that said, good luck, and let's get into the deck list. Palafin is a Stage 1, 150 HP Water-type Pokemon with 2 attacks. Jet Punch does 30 damage for 1 Water Energy and 30 to 1 of your band, so good at going up against Charmanders. You can one-shot him. And the best attack it has here is Justice Kick for 2 Water Energy, does 210 damage, but if you don't move this Pokemon from the bench to the active, this attack does nothing, which is really a hard downside to this Palafin, and kind of what makes this deck a little bit not so great. But nonetheless, we can look at what we have going on here. So we have a 4/4 Palafin line, 1 copy of Manaphy, and we have a 1/1 line of Slowbro as well. This deck does run out of legs, because Palafin doesn't really have any legs. So Slowbro is in here to help us end the game, hopefully. We also have 2 copies of Mew to help us set up, and a 1/1 line of Bibarel as well. I'm actually thinking about putting in 2 Bidoofs, because maybe a 2/2 line as well. We really need these guys to help us draw in this deck, so maybe play around with the numbers here and kind of switch out some of those things here and there. We got 2 copies of Cyclizar in here so we can have some free retreat, because we need to be able to switch Palafin into the active. That is also why we're playing 4 Battle VIP Pass, 1 Escape Rope, and 4 Nest Balls help us set up. We need to set up a lot of Palafins as well. Playing 2 copies of Super Rod and 2 copies of Switch, just in case we don't have some things set up here. So that we can switch into Pokemon like if they try to trap a barrel or something. 3 copies of Ultra Ball, 1 copy of Beach Court, which gives the Mew free retreat, which is, I think, the only Pokemon that it matters, and Manaphy, I suppose. But another option to have is free retreating. And then we have 2 copies of Practice Studio, which allows our Stage 1 Pokemon to do 10 more damage to the active, which is very important for Palafin because it hits 210, not 220, and a lot of basic EXs are 220, so that helps us one-shot those as well. We are playing 2 Boss's Orders. I think we're playing 4 copies of Chorus, 1 copy of Iono, and 4 copies of Irida, 2 copies of Raihan, allowing us hopefully to set up another Palafin in the following turns. 1 EXP share, 2 Reversal Energies for Palafin and for Slowbro, and then we're playing 8 basic Water Energy, and that is the deck. I think there's still some modifications to this deck that we can make, try to get some of these numbers right, maybe add another line of this, Bidoof and Bibarel. We need to play a 4/4 line of Palafin because we have to take 4 prize cards before we can rely on Slowbro and Slowpoke. But that is the deck. Let's go watch it in action. Teeny EX. Okay, I haven't seen that before, but we got a pretty good opening hand. Let's go ahead and play the Battle VIP Pass, get down Bidoof and Cyclizar. We have Slowpoke in the deck. We have all of our Pokemon, it looks like. Seems really good. Missing a couple supporters and missing a couple Water Energy. Okay. Pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and throw down the Finizen. I'm going to call them Finians. I don't care. They're being called Finians. I think Ultra Ball's the better card right now. Yeah, Ultra Ball seems best. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we can nest for another Finian. Now I'm going to make fun of myself for calling them Finians. Unfortunately, we didn't get an energy this turn. That's okay. We'll go ahead and pass. Victini can do Strafe, which we don't care about. That's not going to actually KO the Mew. Unless there's some damage modifiers that they have. Which I don't think they will. But we can see what they're playing here. Charmander, Pokemon Go. Okay, this might be the Charizard... free Charizard deck, maybe? Oh, okay, that's all they do, and they strafe. So that gives us a turn to see if we can find us an energy for our Finizens. Irida, maybe. Let's go and Ultra Ball away these guys. Don't need them. Get ourselves a Bibarel. We can also do Mysterious Tail first. We don't want that. That'll just clog up our hand. Okay, I guess we're going to be playing Irida. Grab Palafin. And I suppose another Nest Ball can be okay. Seems good. Nest Ball for another Finizen. We can actually KO the Charmander if we get an energy off of this Bibarel. So let's go ahead and Escape Rope. Promote the Cyclizar. And off of this 4-card draw, can we get a water energy? We do. However, no, we're not worried about Victini attacking, so we can attach to Palafin. We can retreat into Palafin. And go ahead and just do a Jet Punch for 60, KOing the Charmander and putting 30 damage on the Victini EX, which doesn't really matter because we hit for weakness, which is nice. We do get Cyclizar off the prizes, so if they do target that down, we have that as well. So this is looking really good for us. We do have the type advantage, of course. But that was a pretty good turn 1. Turn 2. And our opponent goes ahead and concedes. So I like that. That was pretty good for our first 2 turns. Able to get off that attack and everything going. Okay, we started with the Finizen and Shenpao. Our opponent had Mulligan, so we drew that Mew. Wish we had that Mew just a card earlier. But thankfully we're going second, so we might be able to get an energy onto this Finizen. We're also going to want to get Manaphy in play against Shenpao here, and our Stadium to help us hit for that 220 to be able to one-shot the Shenpaos. But the goal right now is to just get to 4 prizes, which KOing 2 Shenpaos and 2 Shenpaos will get us there. KOing Palkia is also another way to get there. Too many Pokemon names you have to remember. Anyways, opponent has a full bench. Good for them. We can also copy with the full bench as well. So we got double Battle VIP passes going. They still have Shivery. Did they not use Shivery Chill? Interesting. We top deck Bibarel. We want to top deck an energy. Let's go Bidoof Cyclizar here. And then we can Battle VIP pass for Finizen Manaphy. Throw down that Mew and then go ahead and Chorus. See if we can find ourselves an energy. We don't, but this is a pretty easy Chorus. I don't see a reason to switch into the Mew except for the fact that they can KO it. We can find another item card, which is fine. Fortunately, we don't hit an energy. But if we do top deck an energy next turn, we will be able to discard it with Ultra Ball and then play Raihan and should be able to get an attack off, which will be great. Raihan can grab us the Stadium, which will let us KO the Shenpao. Our opponent also doesn't need to get Baxcalibur in play this turn, but they will most likely do so. Pokestop actually helps us get the energy into the discard, so I will be playing that Pokestop for sure. Helps our opponent get 2 energies in the discard. So I have been noticing with this deck that getting energy turn 1 is kind of sus, even though we have 10 energy in the deck. Granted, 8 of those are water and 2 are the revert. Is it reversal? Yeah, 2 of those are the reversal energies. We have a hard time getting it turn 1, and we do want to get the energies turn 1 because it is a 2 energy cost attack. However, thankfully we have Raihan in hand, and hopefully we can find a way to get energy into the discard pile, because they will definitely be knocking out the Mew this turn. If they don't knock out Mew this turn and something else, that'll be kind of problematic as well. So they got Rare Candy, Baxcalibur. They played Irida this turn. Hopefully they don't have double cross switcher. That would hurt us. They do, so they're going to go for the Manaphy, it seems. They are. I'm not too worried about this. We're going to be able to evolve the Finizens. Mew on the bench is a liability, but that's okay. Ultra Balling away those for Bibarel for next turn. Oh no, they got Bidoof down this turn, right? They are powering up the Radiant Greninja. Man, they had the nuts. Look at this. All the cards playable. Insane. No, don't Lost Vacuum your Pokestop. Oh. Like how much crazy can their turn get? Bro. Now I absolutely have to top deck an energy. Okay. I can thin my hand down to 3 cards, so possibly getting an energy off of these. Oh good, we top decked the energy. Perfect. Okay. XP share onto Finizen. Let's go ahead and evolve here. And then we can Ultra Ball away. Ultra Ball and energy. Yes. This will grab Palafin. Let's evolve. Okay, and we also need to top deck a second energy. So that we can... what should I do here? Let's Bibarel first and hope we get an energy. Give me an energy. Give me an energy so I can... Okay. Well, actually, that doesn't matter too much. Because we can't one-shot the Palkia. So then we Raihan... Attaching here. We get another Palafin. So that we can evolve the other one. We don't have to worry about the stadium just yet. Go here. They can KO the Mew and Finizen, that's fine. Let's go Palafin. And Justice Kick for 210. Okay, so this following turn they might be able to do Radiant Greninja. I don't see why they wouldn't. Irida can get them a switch into Shanpao. Shanpao can do Shivery Chill, get 2 energies, and just retreat. And KO Finizen and Mew on the bench, which is fine. That puts them down to 3 prizes, and then we want to be able to boss up Shanpao or Palkia and take the KO, get 2 prizes there. How many cards? They just have 1? Why would they superior for 1? Seems like a bit of a misplay to me, but who am I to judge? They might have 1 more card in hand, I don't know. They can still attach and manually retreat this turn. I mean, I figure they should have retreated first and then play the superior, but whatever. They're just going to subspace Swell. Okay. So again, this turn we also have to find another energy. That'll be tricky for us. Chorus. I think we do Chorus here. Find energy, find Beach Court, which helps, and then we can get Super Rod. Okay, we can play Beach Court. We can play energy. We can also go ahead and Super Rod back in these. And Bibarel for 2. Maybe get an Ultra Ball so I can evolve the Finizen? No. Let's retreat into Palafin. And we can take the KO with Justice Kick here. Now, we don't have a follow-up attacker for next turn, which kind of sucks. But here we are. We may be able to get a Raihan, possibly. They're going to promote Greninja, so we don't actually care about KOing the Greninja. So we can let the Greninja do its thing. It's probably going to KO the Finizen and Mew. And then we can retreat into something else. Are we going to be able to pull this one off? A Lumineon. Could Iono us here? Iono could be coming. Now they get an Irida. I'm fine with Irida. I'm fine with the Palafin also staying alive. Because I can KO Shenpao. And Lumineon as well. So our hand's going to stay the same. They're going to cross-switcher us. Going to bring up a barrel. Going with Shenpao. I'm fine with this too. This is okay. I don't think they realize that Of course they don't know that I have practice. Oh, they're going to retreat. Back into Greninja. Oh, I guess they're thinking that they can stick Bibarel in the active. That's fine with me. Superior. Okay, so they are going to take 2 KOs. We can KO Shenpao. They can power up another Shenpao to take 1 KO. There'll be 1 prize remaining. I think we should be fine. If we top deck Rod, that would be great. Trying to think about how to sequence this. I can switch into Mew, retreat into Palafin, play the practice studio. Mew could get us Super Rod. Can boss the Shenpao. There's a Raihan. Don't have any energy in the discard. I think that's the way to go. Hopefully we find the Rod. Why do I want Rod? For Manaphy. I think I already played the Rod, didn't I? We do. We did. I didn't bring back Manaphy. Let's throw down the Mew. Let's do what I said. Let's switch. And then we can Mysterious Tail. Nothing. This puts us in danger zone of losing to Greninja now. Actually, no. Well, yeah, because I have to put down Slowpoke this turn. Retreat into Palafin. Play Practice Studio. Because I played down that other Mew. Maybe I shouldn't have played down the Mew. I have 9 cards in hand. 2 energy in the discard because they just got rid of some. Let's boss the Shenpao. If I don't put Slowpoke into play, I may have a chance. But if I also don't put Slowpoke into play, they can KO the Palafin with another Shenpao, and then I don't really have an option. So I think the best thing to do is to play Slowpoke, unfortunately. And then maybe this can get Super Rod and I can Ultra Ball for it. Nope. Alright, so we Justice Kick for 220, take the KO. We have Raihan in hand. If they're unable to attack with Greninja this turn, we win. Seems like they are. They did promote the Greninja. It does have a free retreat technically because they can get rid of the energy, but I think they have 2 energy in hand. And unfortunately, the cards didn't just play out. We could have had this game if I didn't play out that Mew. Bummer. Well, it goes to show we were really close there. Maybe if I didn't play the Mew to find that second Super Rod, we would have won this game here. Could have been possible. Maybe I misplayed a little bit, but maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Radiant Greninja just destroyed us. They were able to have the nuts those first couple turns to KO that Manaphy, and it just falls that way. Charizard, Radiant Charizard at that. I wonder what we're going to. It could be Charizard EX. Be interesting. Battle VIP Pass. This will tell us what we're going up against here. We have a nice opening hand ourselves. Too much energy though. So hopefully we can hit like an Irida off the top deck, or maybe Battle VIP Pass off of Mysterious Tail. Would be nice. Especially Battle VIP Pass. Okay, we are going up against Charizard, which is okay. We theoretically just have to KO 2 of them. They attach energy to the active. Interesting choice. Alright, we top deck a Bidoof. Not too bad. I don't mind actually top decking a Bidoof there. Help us draw in the future. Let's go and attach an energy to Finizen and Mysterious Tail. We do hit a Battle VIP Pass. Perfect. We'll take that and play it. Definitely Cyclizar. Probably another Finizen. I just want to see what the rest of the deck. We do have Bibarel. Palafins are in there. We prized one. Okay. That's about all we can do. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. I don't expect an attack to come this turn, but it definitely can. All they need is Rare Candy Charizard. They can definitely get an attack off this turn. There's a Pokegear. If Mew survives, that would be fantastic, because then we can use the Mysterious Tail ability. Ooh, they don't do much and pass. We'll take it. We do top deck an Iono. I don't want to Iono them, but I will if I have to. So let's Mysterious Tail first. An Escape Rope. I don't want an Escape Rope, but we'll take it so we don't have to draw it. We're going to definitely attach to Finizen here and then switch into Cyclizar. And then Iono. I don't want to Iono them, but I do want to get an attack off this turn. If we can get ahead on prizes before them, that would be great. Okay, not too bad. Let's go Palafin here. Doesn't hurt to put down another Finizen. So we will. We'll go Palafin. And we can do Justice Kick for 420 damage on this Radiant Charizard, taking the KO, getting rid of those energies and everything they were working so hard to achieve, and take prize number 5, of course. And Slowpoke. We prized Slowpoke. I didn't even realize we did that. Thankfully, we have Chorus's Experiment for the following turn here. And we are pretty well set up. I have an energy for the next Palafin as well. As long as this one doesn't get KO'd, we should be fine. Our opponent may concede here. We also just have to Jet Punch the Charmander to KO it, which is nice. We did Iono our opponent, so they do have some more cards to work with. A Nest Ball. Still no supporter, just at Cramorant. 2 Cramorants? What are they doing? Comfy Lost Zone Charizard? What? Lost Zone Charizard EX? Is that what this is? Is this like a Lost Zone Charizard EX deck? That's insane. I want to see this deck kind of work. Let's evolve. And we can attach energy to that. Palafin, go ahead and play Chorus since we got it. Let's take the Cyclizar. Don't need an Irida. And we can take the Water Energy. We can Ultra Ball away those cards. Ultra Ball away Battle VIP Pass and Beach Court. We don't need Beach Court yet anymore. Let's get ourselves a Bibarel, of course, so we can start drawing some cards easily. And draw a couple. Okay. So we'll Jet Punch for 60. And we'll put 30 on the Charmander. Simply because if they do evolve into the Charizard EX, or if they don't evolve into Charizard EX, we can KO it next turn. We'll take prize number 3. Another Finizen is fine. Oh, I didn't realize we prized the Finizen. Well, good thing I got it off the prizes. Okay, now they should be rolling here. Well, we've taken out 2 Pokemon. We're already at 4 prizes, so technically we just need 2 more for the Slowpoke to work. But up against the Lost Zone deck, it's going to be a little bit more tricky because they might be playing Sableye. And Sableye does shut off our Slowpoke pretty well, to be honest. Because you want to set up the turn before they're going to take that 1 prize and they can just go after Slowpoke with Sableye. That's the downside. They do have a Raihan here. They can Raihan to the active to retreat it, or they can go to the Charmander, which could get them the rare candy that they're looking for to evolve into Charizard. Which would make sense. There's the rare candy. Do they have Charizard EX? They do. They can attach to Comfy as well. They should be able to get an attack off this turn. Thankfully, we do have a reversal energy in hand. Oh, they attach to... Oh, the other Comfy. Okay. Yeah, they could get 3 energies. That's right. No, that all makes sense. So here comes Charizard with the 30 damage on it. I'm not going to be able to KO it this turn, but we can KO next turn. Okay. Cyclizar, come on up. Top deck a Mew. Don't really want to see that. Let's go ahead and attach the energy here. And then we want to... I think we want to play the Mew. No, we have another Mew. I don't know if I want to play anything, but I do want to draw more cards because we aren't going to have an attacker next turn. Let's go ahead and shuffle the deck. Let's see what we have with Artisan. Manaphy is not necessary. We have one more Palafin in deck. We need to find some more supporters. Maybe I should not have gotten rid of that Irida. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting getting rid of that Irida. Let's go ahead and go into Palafin here and hit them with the Justice Kick for 210. Hitting the Charizard. And we don't have a follow-up attack next turn, which is okay. We can sacrifice a Mew or something. We would have a follow-up attack. Actually, we might have a follow-up attack. We might. Let's promote the Mew here. Maybe I should have promoted Cyclizar because we could have top decked an Irida. Okay. So we do have an attack this turn, which is great. Let's go ahead and throw down Finizen and Slowpoke now. We can Irida here for Palafin switch. Do we have the other reversal in the deck? We do. Okay. Let's go, Mysterious Tail. That Irida was a great top deck. Ultra Ball seems like the best card there. Let's go Palafin, and then we can switch into Palafin. This will get us the KO. Let's get rid of Mew and Cyclizar. We can grab Slowbro now, that's fine. Attach the reversal and Industrious Incisors. Draw a couple more cards. Super Rod is good, but not necessary just yet. We can play that next turn. And I'm not behind on prizes, so I can't do the Justice Kick. Oops. Oh no, I'm not behind on prizes. Justice Kick doesn't work. Oh, what a pain. Oh no, the pain and suffering. Okay, well, we still have Raihan. We can Super Rod back in Palafin. We have energy in hand. Oh. Oh, that hurts us. We could have had the KO here. We would have been fine. I just wasted a reversal energy. Oh, what a bummer. Thankfully, though, Charizard is the only Pokemon that can KO Palafin as of right now, so we gave our opponent a free extra turn. They chorused, which is nice. Oh, now Reversal Energy is active. I'm so silly. Okay. Nest Ball. Let's go ahead and Super Rod. Let's get back a Finizen and 2 Palafins. We can Nest Ball for a Finny. Raihan to the Finizen. Grabbing a Palafin. Attach. Evolve. Let's go ahead and evolve the Slowbro so it doesn't get KO'd. And Industrious Incisors. EXP share here. And retreat into Palafin. And Justice Kick for 210, taking the KO on Charizard, which is what should have happened last turn. But we didn't have the means to do it last turn, so I should have gave them a different Pokemon. Let's take prizes 2 and 4. Basic Energy Nest Ball is nice. Can't play the Nest Ball, but we do... Well, if they KO Palafin, we can play the Nest Ball, get that out of our hand. We have Chorus and Irida, though, which is also good. Super Rod helps us put back in some energies, which I think we're going to want to do. We have, well, we have only 3 basic energies in the discard. There's a Sableye from our opponent. They only have 3 cards in the Lost Zone though, so this is an interesting build of Lost Zone. Charizard EX in Lost Zone might be a pretty cool combination if they were able to get going off of the first couple of the turns. It does give them a huge late game attacker. I like that we have Escape Room Enhanced that we can take a KO this following turn. And we might be able to finish this game out with Palafin, which is great. So I think we're going to Irida for the next Palafin. An Escape Rope from our opponent. Ooh. We're going to promote the Mew since we have our own Escape Rope. I don't want to give up my free retreat Cyclizar, because they have Cramorant that can KO. Energy onto Sableye, which is fine. Ooh, boss. Are they going to boss the Cyclizar? No, they're going to boss Slowbro, which is going to take 110 damage, which is fine. They have 3 prizes to take. And we have an Escape Rope. So we will attach the energy to Finizen, go ahead and Irida, grab a Palafin, and nothing else. I don't want to clog up my hand. We can play our own Escape Rope. Doesn't matter what they choose to put up. We're going to go down to 1 prize remaining. We have Justice Kick ready to roll. We also have Super Rod, Nest Ball in hand in case they do go after our Cyclizar. Oh, we can draw 1 more card with the barrel. We definitely want to do that. Practice Studio. Let's play it to not give them Artisan. And boom, Justice Kick for 220. Doubling the amount of damage we need to do to the Cramorant, taking the KO, getting our prize number 6. Another Palafin. So we did prize a 1/1 line of Palafin. It was good to know. Our opponent is still 5 cards away from Sableye. And they can take a 2 prize turn with Sableye if they can get Comfies and Chorus going. They would need 3 Comfies and a Chorus to get to the 10 required for the Lost Mine attack. And we need a way to either boss up that Charmander or switch out this Palafin. There's an Escape Rope. Let's pull up Mew again because Cramorant can KO Cyclizar. And now we just have to attach to Mew to win. So I think the play would be to Super Rod back in 3 energies. Chorus's Experiment and Bibarel if we can. Our opponent got a Chorus. They have 7 cards in the Lost Zone. This will give them 9. Ooh, this is getting very close down to the wire. We just need 1 prize remaining though, so they can't KO both Palafins, but they can get something stuck in the active. How many switches do we have left? I think we're out of switching cards. Cross Switcher. Uh-oh, if they go after Bibarel, we might be a little trapped. They are going after Bibarel. Okay. We may be a little trapped here. I'm pretty sure we're out of switching cards. This actually sets them up 3 prizes next turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're going to lose here just because of that. Let's go Irida, Energy, Chorus, I suppose. They are 1 card away. All we can do is attach and pass. Irida would have gotten us the retreat that we needed. But I think we're going to end up losing here. Our opponent has a switch into the Comfy. That'll give them the Lost Zone. And man, they're going to pull out a 3 prize turn. so close for us. It looked like we were in the lead, but they were just able to come back and just set up damage and get us stuck in the active. And what a bummer. Like I said, this deck does have a problem with ending the game. And unfortunately, maybe I played the Slowbro a little bit too early. I don't know. The Sableye is going to be able to use the Lost Mine attack and put 2 damage counters on Slowbro and Bibarel and finish off the Mew. And that'll be another loss for the Palafin deck. It's a really hard deck to pilot, so I hope you guys are able to do this yourselves and maybe just not try out Palafin. It's not that good in the meta right now. There's the 10 damage to Bibarel, 10 damage to Slowbro, and everything else is going on the Mew for a 3 prize turn from the Lost Zone deck. And man, this is really tough to handle. So I thought we were going to do this. We had it. They played a freaking cross switcher to stick our Bibarel in the active and end the game there. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what we had cooking here with the Palafin deck. If you did, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video if you enjoyed the content, and yeah, thank you for sticking around to the end again. Palafin is a really tough deck to pilot. It does have its weaknesses. It's not the greatest Stage 1 deck that everybody thought it would be, but here we are. But anyways, we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.